Oh hey, it's Wes, and just real quick here, the A1 was just announced. It's the new Sony super flagship. Some say it's replacing the A9 like an A9 III. I'm not sure that that's actually the case because it's coming in at a massive, epic new price point. It is $6,500. So I'm probably never going to be able to afford that myself. You've already seen the headline features: 50.1 megapixels, 8K recording, 30 frames per second, continuous shooting. But I want to talk about 5 things that you might have missed, 5 things that they haven't talked about explicitly about the A1. Number 1, and this is the one that I'm most excited about, honestly, and it's kind of a fine print thing. It can do flash sync with the electronic shutter up to 1/200th of a second. So it'll do no mechanical shutter, silent shooting with flash up to 1/200th of a second. That's exciting. What's even more exciting is it will do mechanical shutter flash sync up to 1/400th of a second. Just think about that. You don't have to go into HSS until you surpass 1/400th of a second. This is fantastic for especially outdoor off-camera flash shooters. That's great. Number 2, the mechanical shutter itself. It did not go the way of the R5, it did not go to high numbers, it is still only 10 frames per second maximum mechanical shutter. That's a little disappointing for some people. For me, that's fine, especially since that electronic shutter is so capable. Number 3, you've got S-Log3, S-Cinetone, so this has all the stuff from the A7S series. So this camera is designed to round out the entire lineup. And for that price, it's got to. So unlike the A9, which didn't have log profiles, this one has it. Number 4, and this one also excites me, we finally have lossless compressed RAW in this high-end Sony body. The A9 didn't have it, the A7R4 didn't have it. So if you wanted an uncompressed RAW, you needed some massive file sizes. Finally, Sony has baked that into the hardware. We have lossless but compressed RAW files. This is something you've been able to do on other manufacturers for quite some time. Number 5, this is going to excite some people not as much. You have a full-sized HDMI port. This is great. Those little mini HDMI ports are so easy to break. But one thing that did disappoint me, alongside this they announced a new smartphone designed specifically for live streaming, live casting data from Sony cameras, because it has an HDMI port on it. So you plug it right into that, but it's a micro HDMI port. I know smartphones don't have a lot of space on them, but I can't see that lasting a long time. Those things wear out so quickly. So anyway, if you have any questions, comments, things to say about the Sony A1, leave them down below. I'm excited. I don't think I will ever buy one myself, but I'm going to try to get my hands on one for testing, and so I'll get back to you on that as soon as possible. But until next time, go take some photos.